Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Woodsman's Elk Creek Bourbon Whiskey. According to the bottle, 750 mils. It is 90 proof, 45% alcohol by volume. According to the story on the back. Woodsman Bourbon Whiskey. Here at Woodsman Distillery, we like to keep it in the family. Anyways, for your enjoyment, we proudly offer our Elk Creek Bourbon Whiskey. This bourbon whiskey was created and distilled with special care and aged in uniquely charred barrels crafted at our Barrel 53 cooperage. Our cooperage specializes in producing premium barrels that are handcrafted using white oak staves. These white oak staves were produced at our mill, Midwest Stave Exchange, and were harvested from the Ozark Hills right here in Missouri. We believe the dedication and attention given to hand selecting each log, producing each stave, and crafting each barrel is a process unique to Woodsman Distillery that allows us to create the perfect aging vessels for our Elk Creek Bourbon Whiskey. We hope you and yours can taste the difference that our family commitment brings to our fine spirits. We believe the perfect glass of bourbon whiskey may end up in your hands, but it all truly starts in ours. Higbee, Missouri. I'm not sure where that is. I assume Missouri. I know I'm really reaching it. All right. Now, plastic top, synthetic cork. Interesting. I do like the wax that they put onto it. I think that's a nice touch. Back in the day, for the wax was that you still could get a limited amount of outside air seeping in past the cork, and with that you add a little bit of wax to it to create a even thinner barrier to stop any air pollutants from going into the spirit or wine or meat or whatever it is you have in the barrel. It's funny that they spend so much time talking about the barrels themselves and their cooperage, because for it to be a bourbon, it needs to age for X amount of time, whatever it may be. I guess I've seen different numbers depending on who you talk to, but it must be aged inside a barrel, brand new, that's been freshly charred, white American oak. So if you do any kind of reading on different bottles of bourbon, you'll see it's constantly brought up. It's like, guys, it's called federal law. Get off it. Alrighty. It is a beautiful dark caramel with hints of red. It is thick on the sides of the glass. It shows signs of running, but not a whole lot more past that. It's a bit strong. It's a bit bitey. And amongst that ethanol, there is caramel and vanilla. A lot of smokiness. A whole lot of smokiness. Not quite burnt wood wise, but it's getting there. Yeah. I would like to say there's some stone fruit in there, but I'm not quite picking it up. Not a whole lot of fruitiness to it, just caramel, vanilla, char. There. Yep, bitey. It does like to bite you. And it is heavily smoky. Now, there is, I don't want to say worse. I would not call it worse. There are other brands out there with greater smoke to it. I believe it's Jim Beam, maybe. Well, it's called Double Oak, and my word, it's like somebody took a burnt 2x4, liquefied it, and put it in your glass. Is this a good thing? You tell me. It's one of my personal favorites, but I really have to be in the mood for it. I like good, strong, rich flavors, especially when the weather gets colder. So Double Oak is a great bourbon. Devil's Cut is another good one. They taste very similar in my particular palate, and it's that heavy burnt oak. This is not nearly at that extreme, but these are at the extreme for, like I said, for my palate, very extreme. This is leaning in that direction. So if there is, say, a 10 on the oak stage and, say, a glass of water is a 1, this would be a 7, leaning towards an 8. It's definitely smoky. And it's hard to get around. I mean, the other ones you expect it to be. But there are fruit notes. There's apricot, caramel, the vanilla, some cinnamon. Definitely a bite towards the end, a fiery bite towards the end. But all in all, it's wonderfully layered. I will grant it that. It's a little bit too bitey for my taste, a little too a little too burning for my taste. I appreciate the fact that it's got about a medium hang time, so it burns long enough for you to be annoyed, but not putting your glass down. It bites long enough to annoy you, but not enough to put your glass down. So that medium hang time is a great benefit. Also, is a great benefit, in my opinion, when it comes towards when to drink this, which I would have to say wintertime. I can see this at a hunting camp. Easily. See this at a hunting camp. Or ice fishing. Somewhere where it is quite cold. Much colder than this. And you're definitely just trying to, well, heat yourself up with a good taste in bourbon. But summertime, oh no. Way too strong in flavor, way too much bite to it, way too much burn to it. Late spring, early fall, no. Anything where the temperatures will get you t-shirt, get you as cold as a long sleeve something or another. No, too strong. Way too strong. This is a heavy sweater. This is your favorite heavy socks type of moment. It'd be perfect for that. Raging, rolling fireplace in the back, that sort of thing. Log cabin in the woods with the snow coming down and the dogs, hanging around and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. It fits that mold, fits that genre, it fits that ideal. But, summertime, no. Too much. About winter, perfect. Well, better. Try it. See what you think. This is Woodsman Elk Creek Bourbon Whiskey. Any comment about this down below will be warmly accepted, as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it yourself, and make a review on the YouTube's spirits community so we can watch and see your thoughts on this particular product. And tell me what you think. Is it too strong? Is it just right? Can you see yourself sipping this with a hunting dog, at your feet while you're cleaning the barrel of the gun you used? Probably missing your target. At least in my case, a lot of missing targets, a lot of cleaning of gun barrels. Hoppies. The smell of hoppies, my childhood. But anyways, Yeah, try it. See what you guys think. And until next time, keep on drinking.